What's up guys, Kevin with On Point Pro Styles in Gainesville, Georgia. In this video, I wanted to do basically rear window install methods and combine three in which I've used. Two I use a lot, one's a newer one, but I wanted to do this video specifically focused on these three methods. I'm not going to really cover prepping the inside of the glass or squeegeeing the film out. There's plenty other videos for that. This one is literally just going to focus on the method of transferring the film from outside the car to the inside of the car. The three methods we're going to cover is the classic Frankenstein method. Second is the reverse roll, or I've heard some call it the Cali roll. The third, which is a little bit newer to me, I'm going to call it the S fold. I don't really know what people in the industry are calling it. I did not make that one up. The name I did, but I've seen people use this method over the course of the last few months, and I thought, man, I want to try that. I finally did. I still need to practice it a little bit more, but it is very organized, and I can see it being a very good contender to the others. So I believe there's always going to be a reason to know more than one method to install, but I wanted to bring all three of those together, do them on this car, and just show you what they are. I have three different patterns for the back window cut out. So I'm going to get some dry shrink spray sprayed on this glass and let it tack up. I'm going to get the first piece, shrink it, second piece, shrink it, third piece, shrink it, and then we'll go through the different methods. So let's get them shrunk. So I very crudely sped through shrinking those. I would not loosely shrink those if that was going on a customer's vehicle. That thing's probably gonna have all kinds of peanuts and puckers in it. I would normally shrink it a little slower than that, really fully shrink the film out, nice and tight, and then do a double shrink. But this is not about shrinking this video. By the way, that's Tint Depot's NR Charcoal, which is a fantastic film. So I left the last one in the glass because we're gonna start with that one. Very first method is going to be the ever popular Frankenstein. Okay, so this is about the best view I can give you with the equipment at my disposal. So I'm going to be picking this film up. I like to do it on the passenger side of the car. I feel more comfortable tossing the film on the passenger side and catching it in my arms. I'm gonna crawl into the car, try not to touch anything, get it up over the dash, apply it to the glass. Again, I'm not gonna squeegee it down. This is just to show you the three methods. So we're gonna start off with the Frankenstein method. I'm gonna soak the inside of the glass. Okay, so inside set. I usually spray the air, so again, this is not a how-to. I'm just always doing stuff like that. So full peel, let the trunk hold it. Do not let the liner fall on the floor. If you've ever stepped on a liner on your floor, you know it will change your life. So trunk lid holds it. We'll put this here. I believe this is one of the better methods. It's quick, it's efficient, and film to glass time is a lot less than a lot of other methods. But so in this case, I pinch the film as little as possible, where I think only the dot matrix would be touching. I'm going to pop this off the car just a little, reach under with my right hand, control it with my left, and then do a little dance and get it situated in my arms. So let's raise it up, pop it. Extend my hands out to get the bottom to flatten out so it makes this nice little curve. Now I can put the film together, adhesive together. I'm gonna dive into the car here. Again, sorry for the only view I've got. So without touching anything, I'm gonna spread my arms open, concentrating not to touch the headliner or the headrests. Make sure the corner of the film does not fold under. Use the deck to sort of prop the film on, and then touch the glass. Being careful to make sure I'm centering the film and the edges of the film are not rubbing the carpet below. So I'm gonna cling the film toward the top to help break my arms free. Start working the film toward the bottom, keeping the bottom edge clung to the glass. And then we will, again, let the glass hold the film for you. Once we see the bottom edge collapse, or the light gap on the bottom disappear, center left and right, and then take it to the top. Any final adjustments that may need to be made, you do them now. Squeeze it into place. So that's the Frankenstein. Let me set up again, and we'll get going on the reverse roll. All right, so we've got a little different view for the reverse roll method. I like to roll from the driver to the passenger side and unroll from the passenger side to the driver's side. So I gave you this view so that you can actually see me unrolling it onto the glass in a reverse roll fashion. So first I'm gonna set the film up, then I'm gonna spray the inside of the glass. I'll transfer the roll inside and you can see how I unroll it. Okay, so on this, for a reverse roll, we do sort of a half peel. So we lay the liner like this for control, pick up the bottom of the liner here, soak the film. It's important you get enough slip solution on the film, so as you're rolling it, the liner doesn't tend to want to stick to the adhesive before you get it rolled up. So just kind of smooth the bigger bubbles out. They don't much matter on this side as much as they do the other side. So same thing here. Going to do a partial and another partial. Whoops. Make sure the corners stay down. So just past where we already sprayed, soak the film. Be careful when you're soaking it not to be blasting, trash and dirt from the trunk lid or from the dirty portion of the glass onto your adhesive. So you're gonna lay this back down. The important side is here, having no bubbles to start your roll. So again, I wanna unroll from that side to this side. I'm gonna start my roll here. You want this side, the liner side, to be wet. So as you start your roll, you wanna sort of tuck it. You want a nice, fairly tight roll. This is a great method. I do this all the time on windshields. The only thing I don't like is the amount of time to get a proper roll it takes with a prepped glass to go from here to the glass. So I usually do this. I'll do all my prepping and cleaning, leave the glass dry, roll up my film, and then I'll go in, I'll spray, I'll squeegee that off, spray it again, and then install it. So you're just rolling it up, keeping it nice and tight. So essentially these liners kind of sliding just a little bit and it's pushing all of the air bubbles out. So you'll end up with more liner at the end of the roll. Our roll. So now I'm going to spray the inside of the glass and I'm going to unroll this on the glass, and as I'm unrolling it, the reverse roll, if I roll this all the way up and get the liner to touch the roll, it automatically pops open the adhesive side. So as I'm unrolling this in the car, the liner is coming out on the back side of the film. For a lot of people it's very confusing right off the bat, but that's actually what's happening. So let's get it unrolled. I know it's hard to see because the soap and water, but you'll be able to get a view of the film here in just a minute when I get to the glass. So I unroll it about a foot with the liner on the back. Sometimes I'll do a full deck peel. I just unroll it across the deck and then pick the film up and stick it to the glass. In this case, there's no brake light in our way. So I am going to put the film on the glass, start to peel the liner off of the film. The weight of the liner causes the film to be quite heavy, so it makes it tough for the film to want to stay on the glass, so you'll find it wanting to drape off the top. So I'm just gently unrolling it, paying attention to the headliner, making sure as I'm unrolling it, my fingers aren't touching the adhesive. You get to the end, you'll take the liner, you'll slowly ease the liner off the roll and set the film to the glass. Do any more adjustments needed before you press it out, push out any big bubbles. Squeegee it out. There's the the reverse roll. Let me get set up. We'll do the last one. This is kind of a new one for me. I'm gonna call it the S fold, maybe like a taco fold. I don't know what to call it. Like I said, I'm not the one that invented it. I saw a few other tinters do it and I thought I wanted to try it. Maybe they have a name for it. But let me get set up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so last but not least, this would be what I keep calling the S fold. So triple fold, tri-fold. Anyway, so still a full peel on this one. Again, mind your liner, fully soak the film. Again, I like to spraying off the film onto the car. Same on this side, off the film onto the glass. Be careful on the top. Enough, but not too much. Let me spray the inside of the glass. All right, so here it is. Again, I'm still practicing this. I'm still trying to figure out like the correct placement of the fold. But essentially, you fold it adhesive to adhesive and then roll the side back. I will say one thing I did find important is that the top layer isn't draped over the side there. It can be a little messy putting it inside the car. So essentially this is kind of what you're after. And then you very carefully, I'm putting my hands here because again, this is not natural to me, but you want to very carefully get up underneath this little hot pocket, this little tri-fold. Transfer it into the car, onto the back deck. Still being very careful not to touch anything, but it makes it fairly easy as long as you have the deck space to tuck it up real close to the glass, pinch your edges, pull it across to get it flat. That was not the most glamorous pull. So as you guys practice it or you try it, let me know your thoughts on it. I'm still practicing it. So same thing, sort of slide it into place. I let the sides drape just a little bit to center the film and it not touch things it shouldn't be. But as you can see, that was kind of an easy transfer in and sort of a quick way to get it laid down. So, and I would think that that's probably a fairly clean method as well. So again, same thing, line it up, close up any light gaps, make adjustments now, push out your big bubbles, spray it, squeegee it. Taco fold, tri-fold, S-fold, I don't know. Obviously you saw I'm still practicing, but I think with some practice, and it wouldn't take very long, that would be a very good, viable method for transferring film from the outside to the inside in a very organized fashion and quicker than a reverse roll. So anyways, those are the two I use all the time. Frankenstein's my go-to. It's just fast, pop it, drop in your arms, get it in the car. I'll probably always resort to that. This method seems to be one that works very well with headrests, the fixed style, and then the reverse roll will just be the reverse roll when and ever, but definitely always for me on a windshield. Okay, so that's it for this video. Again, I wasn't trying to do the cleanest install or show you how to shrink it, show you how to prep, and none of that. I was just wanting to make a video that The three methods that like I said, two that I use all the time. One I'm introducing and practicing because I think it's a great method. I wanted to put all three of those into a video for possibly maybe a new person or someone that didn't know about one of these methods to see how they work, maybe try them out, see what you think. So, Tint and tools from tintdepot.com. They've got everything you need. They've got all the right tools, all the right films, premium top tier films. You love them. I use the Superior Charcoal in my shop. The NR Charcoal is a budget-friendly film, as well as the Ceramic Extreme. They shrink awesome, they install great, and they look fantastic. So check them out. Reach out to them if you have any questions. They'll help you get started really easy. Ordering from them is super simple. Just go to tintdepot.com, fill up your cart, and check out. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm on all the socials. Comment here. I'm always happy to help. Kevin Rogers, On Point Pro Styles in Gainesville, Georgia. Until the next one.